Yeah, man. We are here, the Outcast Podcast, episode 101. We got a great show lined up for you. Hijinks, shenanigans. I think that we're on some Kratom today. I tried that.
I am not on Kratom, sir.
Yeah, wait. What are you, French?
I guess me and...
You don't know what the Kratom is?
Me and Tomcat had a Kratom before the show. Tell him what it is, Tomcat.
It's a root. That's about all I know, and it gets you buzzed.
A potato's root.
That's supposed to be from the ground, and they extract something out of it.
Roots from the ground.
Yeah, it comes right out of the dirt. It's got me feeling a little.
I'm not a botanist, man.
A little dirty for the show today.
A little cratish.
Nice. That's a big word.
The Cretaceous.
I have a very expanded vocabulary.
Well, you should. You went to college.
Yeah.
Shout out to DJ Ramo G, our Brown member of the show.
Yeah. Ron Brown.
We pride ourselves by having every shade on our panel.
No, not every.
Black is beautiful, and he's looking good today.
Sure.
Little sunshine coming through the blinds.
I know, it's right on his nose, too.
Right on his nose.
Or is that something white on there?
You know it's not anything I partake in, sir.
Let me fix this.
What does your shirt say?
Oh, this is the People's Free Food Program, the Black Panthers.
It's a Black Panther, so you're black on both sides.
I'm black on all sides.
And on the inside as well.
And inside, baby.
And our shade of white, I'm white as well, but he's white too. We have that in common. DJ Tomcat, what's up, DJ Tomcat?
Outnumbered again.
Yeah, feeling good.
I see you got your Muddy Country hoodie on.
I like it.
Nice.
That's dope. When do we get ours?
Yeah, I know. I was just about to ask.
I also
I'm a
have
fan.
this.
He went and picked him up, so that's why he got one. But
I know,
we'll get you a Muddy Country hoodie. Make sure you check out one of our properties here, Muddy Country Radio, if you're feeling country.
What's that mug you drinking out of over there, man?
There's our mug.
That's dope.
Official Outcast Podcast.
Who hooked that up again?
That was
Jay Yandel. Thank you, Jay.
Yandel hooked that up.
Hell yeah.
That's dope.
Yandel money.
Appreciate you, Yan.
Thanks, bro.
Yes.
This is episode 101 of the Outcast Podcast.
Damn.
Wow.
One guy.
Thank you. No, thank you.
Thank you.
We have a couple guys that didn't make it to 101. They're not on our death pool, so we didn't score the $250. Just to recap, I have Willie Nelson. Ramo, you have...
Oh, you want me to say it?
Yeah, who's on?
Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks.
I thought you knew.
Memphis. Clint Eastwood, I think.
It was Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Tomcat.
Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter. So
That's
far,
sad.
we've been really bad at this game, which I take a little enjoyment in.
I'm glad. Yeah, me too.
It's almost like we're saving people by picking them.
Yeah.
I like that.
I don't know if I like that, man, because somebody could go and we didn't pick, and then they be mad at us like if you didn't really like them, and they might try to sue us or something crazy.
Well,
people
no, because
weird
we didn't make that
nowadays.
rule until after we made our pick. So technically, we're ignorant to the fact.
Fair enough.
Well, this guy, I didn't see it coming because all I can think of when I think of this gentleman that passed since we did the last show, I just think of Specimen. This guy was in such great shape. Apollo Creed, especially in the Rocky movies, and in Predator, he was jacked. He looked like he took good care of himself.
Well,
But just
What do you mean? Wham.
well, I'm saying like actors usually, when they're playing a role, they do a good job of making themselves look like.
Then after he was just a fat bastard.
Well, no, I'm not saying that, but I'm sure he didn't
That was
Not just messing
look
around.
like that.
Careful
Not
now,
just
that's
messing around.
Action Jackson. You
Oh, I
talking
know,
about
but
right
that's
now.
what I'm saying. When you're playing roles like for this, Sylvester Stallone did not always look like this.
Yes, he did. My
What?
favorite role of
Well,
his
he
was
did
in
do
Predator,
Rocky.
though. I liked
He was much
Predator.
bigger when he
Apollo
was in
Creed's the
Rocky.
shit, though.
Yeah,
Predator.
I was surprised. At 75, he died.
Yeah.
yeah.
And the great tribute that was on Instagram from Sly Stallone, if we could have him roll that from the truck. I don't know if you guys saw this. This was on Sly Stallone's Instagram. Got emotional when talking about...
Adrian!
Go ahead and fire it.
You got to do the lip.
Today is an incredibly sad day for me. I mean, I'm so torn up, I can't even tell you. I'm just trying to hold it in because Carl Weathers was such an integral part of my life, my success, everything about it. I give him incredible credit and kudos because when he walked into that room and I saw him for the first time, I saw greatness, but I didn't realize how great. I never could have accomplished what we did with Rocky without him. He was absolutely brilliant. His voice, his size, his power, his athletic ability, but more importantly, his heart, his soul.
That's right. Some bad audio.
I was going to say that. The first thing I noticed is the horrible audio.
This man is so rich, but has a potato phone.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if it's our connection or Sly's connection, but apologize for the bad audio there.
That was.
What was your girlfriend Tomcat? She identified with Carl Weathers from the Happy Gilmore movie. Who keeps playing with their mic? By the way, please
that's
stop.
Memphis.
Please
That's
stop.
me trying to fix it. Sorry.
So
you turned down my audio.
Your old lady, she was identifying Carl Weathers not from Apollo Creed,
Right.
not from Predator, but from Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore, Chubbs.
Yeah,
That's right.
Chubbs.
I was trying to think of what his
He
name
had
was.
the hand.
He had a messed up hand or
the
something.
wood hand.
Yeah.
People have been sharing this little clip of when he's playing that in a white suit and he has his hand back, right?
Yeah.
He gets his hand back and he dies, and then he's in heaven and he's wearing a white suit, and people have been playing that little clip, and they're like, this clip kind of hits different
That's
now
awesome.
that he's gone.
Yeah.
It does.
That was a great character, and to be honest, he was a little older, so I kind of forgot that was him.
Yeah.
There he is.
There he is, Chubbs.
Yeah, Chubbs, and he got his hand bit off by an alligator, I think, at the golf course.
Yeah, but he
Which
took
is
his eye.
hilarious.
He did take his eye.
He did.
And then he like hits his hand and it gets like run over and he tapes it
Yeah,
back
dude.
together and all this shit. That
I mean,
movie's great.
dude looked good too.
That movie's
man.
amazing. It's a classic.
And we
For
lost Bob
75?
Barker too, right?
That was last year.
So Bob Barker in that movie, and he's gone. And,
Yeah, Bob Barker.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. He was in that movie.
Bob Barker whooped his
Price
ass.
is wrong, bitch.
This wasn't as much as a surprise to me, but still sad. Toby Keith died.
He was younger though.
62 years old.
62, yeah.
Real young, yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
He had 42 top 10 hits, had some great American anthems, courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue. If you ever have been to a 4th of July barbecue, a lot of times you hear some of his songs being played just because he had those USA-type anthems and Red Solo Cup. Sold 40 million albums. We do have a clip if we could roll that from the truck. This is the last known interview. We'll play a little clip from Toby Keith.
Recently in Norman,
I'm not going to let this define what my future is.
where the singer was very open about his journey he's been on with cancer.
It ain't up to us.
Surgery,
It's not up to us
chemo,
to be successful.
radiation. Toby is still in treatment.
Cancer's a roller coaster, so it's like you just sit here and wait on it to go away. It may not ever go away. And if it goes in remission, it's still going to be in the back of your mind. You're still going to have to do scans and stuff.
How do you maneuver through those dark hallways?
Faith. Yeah, you have to have your faith. It's, thank God that I got it too. You take it for granted on days that things are good and you lean on it when days are bad. And it's taught me to lean on it a little more every day.
And he was such a badass, Toby Keith. When you see him in the video that we just rolled, if you're watching on YouTube, he just looks very weak and cancer.
They don't have his
Cancer
beard.
gets you, man.
It's so different without his beard.
Cancer gets you.
When I saw you working on that footage, I didn't even know who that's who that was.
Yeah, it doesn't look anything like him. It's got cancer, man. It's nasty stuff.
But I totally agree with what he was saying. To get through something like that, people really do lean on their faith.
Yeah, you gotta thank God when you're healthy as well. Wake up in the
Absolutely.
morning and your toes hit the ground and you're alive and kicking. You probably have a lot of problems like a lot of people do, but at least you have your health, which some people don't have that. So
Say thank you 7 times when you wake up. That'll get your day started.
I liked Whiskey Girl was one of my favorite songs.
I'm a little whiskey girl.
And then also he had Should Have Been a Cowboy, I believe was his first big hit.
That's what
I like
why you
Red
got that
Solo
John
Cup.
Deere hat on.
Yeah. Should Have
I
Been a
honestly
Cowboy.
don't know a lot of his music, but I know that he was a big deal.
You don't know Red Solo Cup?
But
I know of it. I've heard of
Oh
it.
my
I've never
gosh.
really listened to it.
It was good when it first came out. Then it was like, please don't ever play it again.
Well, I may have heard it on Cat Country because I've done a couple remotes for that station. So
I'm sure
I've
you
been
have.
exposed to a lot of newer country music, maybe the last 10 years.
that and viruses and other unsightly things.
Well, I've had those for years.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
You're welcome.
the joke's on you, Jack.
Give him up.
He
Might
also,
need to get shot.
Toby also should get respect too because he was one of the top 10 earners all time in country music, and he had these bars. He had a chain where They were all over
That's
the
right.
country. They were called "I Love This" bars because he had that song.
Now
I
that
love
song,
this bar.
That song was huge. I remember, playing on the beach and like people loved that freaking song.
Sure.
Let's move on to our next topic. From one music's icon, Toby Keith, to a bunch of icons in one room at the Grammys.
This is fun.
66th annual Grammy Awards happened just a few days ago.
It was great.
I know a lot of people have turned the Grammys off. The ratings had been down.
This is going to be fun.
But for this episode, the ratings were way up. I think 38% up from last year.
I don't know why. I sat down and watched the whole thing myself, and I was like pleasantly surprised. It was great.
I enjoyed it.
It was good.
Miley Cyrus took home her first Grammy Award. Taylor Swift
Always looks the same, making that face.
She was jamming out. The big moment with Fast Car, and Tracy Chapman hadn't been seen in
Best moment of the night right
6 or
there.
7 years. She hadn't
That's
performed.
dope.
It was so good.
yeah.
Is that Joni Mitchell?
That's Joni Mitchell. Yeah.
That is actually Gandalf from The Lord of the Rings.
Hey, knock it off, man.
What
She
a
got
saying.
jackass.
Shaved
like a
his beard
stroke or
down.
something. Hey, that's not nice.
Sorry. I'm
What a
sorry.
dick.
You can't take me anywhere.
I'll say this: when I was
Funny, though.
when I watched
Apologize.
I'll give you that.
when I watched the Grammys, one thing I took away was it was almost like they were pandering, and maybe women are going to get mad at me for this, but it seemed like it was the night for the ladies.
I think you were right.
It was Miley Cyrus. It was SZA. It was Billie Eilish.
It was Taylor
It
Swift.
was Taylor Swift.
Who else
It was just
won?
women everywhere, which I like women, so don't get me wrong. But
I don't know. Kind of
like-
sounds like you don't.
even Tracy Chapman had to come out when Luke Combs, which was it was probably the highlight for me when Tracy Chapman and Luke Combs played together. But a lot,
It was great.
A
That
lot
was
of
a
love
moment.
for women.
That was a moment.
But one thing I noticed was there wasn't a lot of love for hip hop music. That
No,
night.
they didn't even show the hip hop presentation, did they?
Well,
What does that say for hip hop music that they cut the award? Killer Mike wins, sweeps all the hip hop awards, gets 3 Grammys, and they don't even televise it. Why do you think? Why do you think they didn't televise that part?
I have no idea, man. I have
Just
no
cut
idea.
to Memphis right away.
Yeah, because right to the black guy, right? 'Cause he's like, he
that's
didn't
what
say-
everybody was thinking.
Like, goddamn, I'm the only black guy. I mean,
Hilarious.
yeah,
You're not, but it's
yeah,
cool.
Anyway, yeah, I am. Knock it off. So,
You're the main one.
shut up.
Ron Brown. Ron Brown.
No,
You're all
they-
black?
The Grammys have
That too,
always
that
done
too.
that, man. They've been
That's a
doing
Brown.
that since the 80s and whatnot, so it was it's not a shocker, it's not a shocker.
Typical.
Yeah, but I told y'all Killer Mike was going to win. It was either him or
You
Nas
did.
was going to win it.
You did.
Yep.
You
I
did.
told you.
Now he smacked the security guard allegedly. Is that what
Allegedly.
happened there?
Yeah.
Closed hand is not smack.
I mean,
Well, they did.
I didn't see
his
it.
name is Killer Mike. I mean,
Oh,
the guy
knock it
should've-
off. Don't do that.
he
Don't
tried
do
shoulda
that.
him.
knew.
Don't
He
do that.
tried him.
Guy
From
should have
what I-
knew.
From what I understand, he tried
Well,
him.
I don't know. We don't have
You don't
any
try. You don't
evidence.
try Killer Mike.
Well, you don't try
Might
anybody.
have tried to touch his chain or something.
I don't know what he did, but that's Killer Mike. You let him through.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well-
He's VIP.
We didn't see no footage of it, so I don't think it did it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what
we
happened.
also didn't see any footage of him winning his award.
I'm just
No,
making jokes.
we did not.
We have footage of him afterwards.
Getting arrested?
Just before he got arrested.
Oh,
Here's
all right.
a clip if we could roll that tape from the truck. Here's him.
All right, please
there he is.
welcome Grammy winner Killer Mike
Nice.
for Best Rap Song, Best Rap Performance, and Best Rap Album.
Dope.
He has like 3 of them.
That's what
3
we
different
said.
Yeah.
categories.
All right.
That's
There's
what's
like
up.
8
Going to
people
kick
there.
off with
He
our
swept
first
it.
question. All right, over there in the corner, please.
Hi there, Keddy All-Star, BBC Radio 1 from the UK. I'm over here, Killer Mike.
Which way, right or
Over
left?
here, over here.
I'm over here, Killer.
Oh, what's up, brother? How you doing?
He's looking for the police.
You're as dark skinned as me. We disappearing over there. How you doing, black man?
I'm not too bad, man. Have you got enough space on the mantelpiece for all those Grammys you got there?
I'd build a bigger mantelpiece if I didn't, brother.
Of course, of course. Firstly,
Great question.
Killer Mike, for nearly 2 decades, you've been a household name in hip-hop. We've been familiar with how important you are to upholding the culture of rap
Mike.
music. But how does it feel to finally pick up awards on this scale and being acknowledged at such a platform like this?
It feels absolutely
This
grand.
scale.
And I want to encourage people
Acknowledge.
out there that are
These are
chasing
big
their
words.
dream. If it feels like you're slower, if it feels like some other people are reaching the finish line first or ahead of you, don't worry. Just keep running your race. Keep running your race.
And get
be
away from those
grand in
cops,
your
'cause they're
plans.
coming.
If you think you
Yeah.
can jump 20 feet, convince yourself you can jump 40.
He couldn't jump
If you convince
far enough
yourself
to
you
get
can make
himself
one-
away from the handcuffs, unfortunately, that night.
Waiting
I
outside,
thought it was bad for hip hop to not get on TV and then to have the guy that wins all the awards.
Yeah, it's pretty
do
shitty.
you think maybe that's why they didn't show it on TV?
Well,
it was
no,
a
because-
stipulation
No,
from
he-
him not getting arrested until after the event?
No, I doubt that.
Because that all went down before, right?
No, that was afterwards.
No, I think it happened before.
because of stipulations, huh?
Stipulations.
Allegedly, Killer Mike this was before the show.
Yeah,
there was a
see?
security guard
Uh-huh.
that was questioning, like, if you know how security guards are. You ain't
Somebody
supposed to
took their
be here.
job a
Yeah,
little bit
who-
too
yeah,
serious.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
in
again, the
moment when they
first
said
word
it.
there, secure. So they got to secure the situation.
Well,
Killer Mike
That's one point of view.
allegedly assaulted the
that's
man.
your theory.
So this security guard filed a complaint, or what do you call that when you file charges?
You press them.
Yeah,
you
you
press them
press
charges.
charges, yeah. Follow
You
them.
snitch. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, yeah. Be a little ass bitch and call the cops
Yeah.
instead of fighting.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
He
I'm
pressed
kidding.
charges, and the Killer
I
Mike
don't
got
blame
arrested.
him. If he got assaulted, he was on a job.
I will say
he
this.
couldn't fight back. Like,
If you're
what do you do?
security and you're pressing charges, you lost.
Of
Yeah.
You
course,
should be whooping ass. He should be pressing charges
But
on
then
you.
you in a room full of rich folks, and it's that one person's thing. If one of these rich motherfuckers acted up and hit me, I'm getting a lot of money. That was his.
You should
moment.
always know if somebody's wearing a huge bunch of chains with a bunch of
That's
diamonds.
not true.
Oh, come on.
I think that is true.
That's stereotypical.
That is
This is a
not-
person you should just
that
let
is-
through.
I think
No,
if you're at an award show, you should know a person who's winning 3 of them motherfuckers. That goes
At this point,
first and foremost.
he hadn't won the awards. This
Okay, but he
before
was
the show.
nominated. Obviously, his name was on the ballot, so
And
he
probably
should
had an
have
invitation.
access. Of course.
At
And
least-
if not, that's just bad PR on the Grammys.
They did
Yeah,
show a
big
video
time.
of all of
Yeah.
them coming
They
in the
shoulda
beginning. In the beginning, and it looked like general admission at a festival. They all had to stop. They got wanded. They all had to go through. The security was stopping them. They were all waiting in line. Doja Cat, everybody.
No,
had
I
to wait.
understand it. No,
so
I'm
the
saying-
security guard to stop him. That's what they were doing.
What I'm
That's
saying
their job.
was that what I'd say. I don't know what happened. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Did he stop him, or was there a confrontation where he wasn't letting him go somewhere where he needed to go? I don't know.
It didn't seem
Well-
like a big deal to Killer Mike. He said it was a small speed bump, and that he
Yeah,
just-
because he just stole on that motherfucker and kept on walking.
he won the Grammys. He was still the big winner. At the
He's
end
a
of the-
huge winner, man. I mean, he won at the end of the day, and he beat up the security.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever, allegedly.
I would like to get I would like to get your take. We'll do one more thing about the Grammys, and then we'll move on. But
All right.
I'd like to get your take on Jay-Z. Hopefully, we have the
This is
video
great.
queued up to the right part. It's a little over a minute in. I had told the guys in the truck what time to cue the video up to, but Jay-Z, we have a video of him accepting an award. It was like a Dr. Dre award that had Dre's name on it. It was a black Grammy as well, which I thought was a nice touch.
He accepted it on Dre's behalf.
No, it was Dr. Dre's award.
Oh,
like it's
award
like
to the girl. Okay.
Yeah, it's
dope.
like Dr. Dre has his
Didn't know
own
they had that.
award to
I didn't
give
know
to
that.
other motherfuckers that are dope.
That's dope.
And Jay-Z got it.
And he got it, and he kind of threw some shade at the Grammys while he was accepting his award. If we could roll that tape, if we have it, yeah, you're gonna have to cue it up further though. It's about a minute in before he starts before he starts digging on him. But go ahead and let's take a listen.
Adding to what you guys are doing out here, obviously, it's great to have an award for such an icon. How far we've come with Will Smith and them, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince winning their first Grammy in '89 and boycotting because it wasn't televised. And then they went to like a hotel and watched the Grammys. I didn't even understand what the... Wasn't a great boycott. Yeah. But then, '98, I took a page out of their book. I was nominated for the Best Rap Album, and DMX had dropped 2 albums that year. They both
Sure
were number
did.
1. Shout out to DMX. And he wasn't nominated at all. So I boycotted,
Is that his daughter?
and I watched
Yep,
the
Yes.
Grammys.
that's blue.
I'm just saying, we want y'all to get it right. We love y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all. We want y'all to get it right. At least get it close to right. And obviously it's subjective. Y'all don't got to clap at everything. Obviously it's subjective because, you know, it's music and it's opinion based. But, you know, some things, you know, I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year.
Wrap it up.
So there he is defending that wife of his. She's got, I think, 22 nominations, more than anybody.
Beyonce got like 29 of them fuckers. She got a lot.
29 nominations.
Yeah, but that's how many. But she got more than anybody. She's got more Grammys than anybody. Because I saw yesterday, I was like, damn, I didn't know she had that many. Like,
I don't have so much a problem with what he said, just how long it took, man. Damn, long talkers, like they are.
Well, you know,
you just expect everybody wants to hear that much.
Well, when you get that award, those Lifetime Achievement Award type things, you get
they
like
give you a certain amount of time.
A little bit more time.
Trevor Noah said in the beginning of that for everybody to make sure to keep their acceptance speeches short because they had to pack everybody. And Jay-Z was like, "Hold my beer."
That was probably why, because he was the one getting that award, so he was gonna talk.
For staff.
I see that Beyonce has 32 Grammys.
Yeah. See?
So I guess my problem with Jay-Z is like your wifey's got 32 of them. Yeah, that's a lot.
You could bitch if she had none. You know, that would be something to bitch about.
She's got more than anybody, but yet she doesn't have enough. I mean,
no, she doesn't have.
She doesn't have the one. You know, Gentry. You know, she has all the other ones, but she doesn't have that one.
Well,
so
you know,
obviously,
don't hate because if you competing for something and say there are amount of awards,
I'm not so much hating, just casting a little ridicule at it. I feel like it's a little like.
If you
the word is entitled, maybe.
No, it's not entitled. If you know your lady dope and she ain't get the props that she deserve, and you had the platform to say so, you be like, oh, by the way, my lady dope, and this is why.
Isn't she the one who Kanye went up on stage, took the award from Taylor Swift, and said she had the album of the year? Was Beyonce, right?
No, Beyonce had one. That was a VMA.
But he was talking about Beyonce when he took the award, and he said, but Beyonce's had video of the year.
Kanye did that to Taylor Swift.
That's what I just said. So she's been getting people doing that for her. Like Kanye did it for her back then, all the way back then. Took it from Taylor Swift and was like,
yeah, well, you know, hey.
I don't know. I just don't. It seems, it strikes of like when you win, everybody's supposed to be like, yay. And then when you lose, everybody's snatch the award.
Those are two different award shows as well. Yeah, the VMAs and the Grammys are different. The Grammys is like the Oscars.
Yes.
Or the Tonys. So that's the one. And I see why it's important. Like, she got everything, but she don't have that one.
You can be gracious in losing or winning, you know?
No, of course you are. But it's also like, yo, man, I got all these awards, but I ain't win that one.
Seems like what's the
you got
Veruca Salt from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Who?
Yeah, that's it.
Veruca, darling.
Veruca. That's who it seems like.
I want a golden goose, Daddy.
I want that one,
and I want it now.
Don't know that. That's
I didn't watch that movie.
Well, people get the reference. Trust me.
Oompa Loompas.
That's great.
Let's move on to our next topic. Our boy Shaq.
Diesel
has a big podcast with Shaq. You can check it out. It's online. And on a recent episode, he had Lou Williams, former NBA player and great sixth man of the year. He would always win that award.
He was nice.
But Shaq, on this episode, said something that got a lot of people talking. He said that men should not open up to women because they will use that against you. And when he said that, it's caused a lot of people to have a discussion on whether or not you should open up to your old lady. And yesterday, it started somewhat of a heated battle between our producer, Jacob, and Memphis. They were going at it. And I was like, wow, if people are getting this fired up about this conversation, we should probably talk about it on the air. If we have the clip, if we could roll that from the truck. This is Shaq on the big podcast with Shaq.
That ain't Shaq.
I gotta
But go ahead and roll the tape.
Open up to a woman?
Yeah.
Never. No, never.
That is.
When's the last time you think you've opened up to a woman?
We don't.
He said we don't.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Yeah, got players like I could.
That's not Lou Williams.
Is that a green screen?
I can tell you guys. There's some connection here.
Oh, no.
If they're going to tell you, you can.
Because you know
Country
why?
Wayne.
It's a trap.
Do tell.
Because once you
Uh-oh, they got a woman right there with them.
you
better watch out.
Throw it back in your face.
She's in striking distance.
We're trying to listen to the clip, but
the
popcorn gallery over here. What you missed him said was that pretty much what we already said, I guess. So men shouldn't open up to women because they will use it against you. Do you agree with that, Memphis?
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, totally. You know, it happens. I mean, it's not something that, you know, it's not a secret. And women wonder why men don't open up to them, and that's a lot of cases is why, you know. There's that.
I mean, is it a specific thing? Because when I think about it, it's like opening up to a woman. Does it mean like letting her know that you are feeling weak or you're feeling vulnerable?
Your insecurities and such, because, you know, they say women are very vindictive. I'm learning this stuff from, like, you know, I have sisters, you know, I got a mama, aunt, one of my best friends is a female, you know, shit I learned from other women. And through my own personal experiences is that how vindictive a woman could be if you tell her something vulnerable about you and then she get pissed off and throw that shit in your face. You know, you're like, what the fuck? That was like me in the space where I'm getting comfortable sharing something with you that I would never tell anybody. And then I tell you this thinking like, oh, we good because of the level we on. And then months or whatever years down the line and you throw that shit in my face like, what the fuck was that? I'll never tell you nothing again in my life. That's what he meant.
What about you, Tomcat? 100% transparent, or are there certain things that you gotta keep close to yourself and not disclose with your lady friend?
Okay, the way I look at this is like it's a time thing, right? In the beginning, you don't want to go, you know, even if you may have strong feelings for a woman, you don't want to be all like, I love you, or you're going to turn her off. So you want to control those emotions and maybe, you know, you open up to her, but you don't go gushing on her all the time to where she feels uncomfortable. As time goes by, you open up more. If you've been with somebody for like 5 years and you're hiding your emotions from them, you guys have a bad relationship, I think, at that point.
I'm just wondering on what subject do you not open up to them? Because I think there's certain things that you want to open up to your woman, but I think maybe what Shaq is saying more is you can't show weakness at times. Like a man, even when he has a lot on his mind or may feel vulnerable or weak, you have to, put up a good fight because you're the man of the house. So I can see where the man doesn't want to show his weaknesses, but I'm wondering how they would use it against you. How would you see Memphis?
Have you ever met a woman, Gentry?
Right, like how would you like have you not had your heart broke or some woman you was seriously with and just throw some shit in your face? You're like, what the fuck, bitch?
They have the ability to retain information for years upon end, only to bring it up at the perfect time.
That's the whole point of what Shaq was saying. And if any guy has been in a relationship, a long, serious relationship with a woman, they would know that. They do that shit all the time. It's not like we talking shit. It's just a fact. When women come out and say they do that shit, it's really hard to debate that shit. You know, and that's all Shaq was saying was like, sometimes you just don't open up to them. You know what I mean? You could be with a woman for a long time, but it's some things, you know, I'm like, I'm just not going to talk to her about that because there are things that she don't talk to you about.
What about you, Ramo? You've had a few marriages.
Did you tell your lady about your anal herpes, Ramo?
She gave it to me. Okay. Dumbass. Check.
I feel like you and your wifey are full disclosure. You let her know everything.
Oh yeah, right? No, we're dope. And you
guys are dope.
I understand. I like that. I understand how Memphis feels. Like I can see where he's coming from. Definitely not something you want to do if you're not in a committed relationship. And I don't believe Shaq really is he? He's kind of a single guy, so. Yeah, in his instance, you definitely don't want to do that because not only is it bad form for a single guy, but who is he really hooking up with? Like
no soda, no pussy, no McDonald's.
Yeah, thank you. There's certain motherfuckers you shouldn't share any information with. So, that does stand true in a lot of instances. But in my particular situation, I think I'm smart enough and I'm well aware enough to understand that. What me and my wife have is definitely a lot more than I think regular people that aren't in our situation would have. Like, Like, we have to. We depend on each
talk
other.
about our great relationships with our wives. That was one
Yeah.
of the things that was on this clip before about how guys don't go on podcasts and gush about the great relationships they have. They like go on podcasts and talk about, talk about other young chicks and we're all old, but we don't.
I'm not. Yeah, no,
Not on
I
this
mean,
podcast. We
and,
talk about
and,
our great
and I
relationships.
get it. I understand. Like, we were DJ for 35 years. I've been in the club. I seen that shit day in and day out.
Yeah, you see it all the
all the
time.
time, 100%.
See it all the time.
So, but believe it or not, my wife knows and understands my trust issues, and she sees exactly where they come from because she knows I see that shit. That's the element, and that's what she has taught me to understand is that's the element that I've been in, so that's what I've seen. That's not necessarily the norm.
That makes sense.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's talk about something more fun.
I thought that was exciting.
Thank you. Yeah, I got to pee.
Football, baby. Super Bowl.
Football.
Chicks don't like that shit.
Super Bowl 58 is coming up this weekend. Sunday, the action. I haven't seen the line lately,
Vegas.
but last I looked, the Vegas odds for the Super Bowl in Vegas was 2 points for the San Francisco 49ers. And, of course, if you've been following the show, you know that Memphis picked the Niners at the very beginning of the season before Week 1, and Tomcat picked the Kansas City Chiefs before Week 1. So we seem like we have analysts that really know their football here on the show, which very nice.
That's right, man.
It's going to be the first time the Super Bowl has ever been held in Las Vegas.
What could go wrong?
It's the 16th different host city for the Super Bowl in its 58-year existence. Miami has hosted the most Super Bowls, just edging out New Orleans. And Los Angeles has hosted 8 Super Bowls as well.
Now, did they do that because of the great temperate climates in those places?
By and large, yeah.
Sure.
I mean, they've had the Super Bowls in Jacksonville one year.
It was.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Vegas just seems like a monstrous place, and I can't believe they've never done it before.
Well, because there hasn't been a stadium there.
Right.
Until recently.
They just got a team 3 years ago?
Yeah, the Raiders
moved
the Raiders there 2 or 3 years. It
That's
ain't been
exciting.
That long.
And when they do have Super Bowls in the North, they usually will do it somewhere where there's a dome.
Yep.
Yeah, like when in Minnesota.
That's why Chicago's trying to build one
Detroit.
now.
But I've found some really fun prop bets. These are the side bets. One is, how long do you think it will take Reba McEntire to sing the national anthem? It's going to be hard.
Shit.
This is back-to-back years with country artists. You remember Chris Stapleton killed it last year.
Oh, yeah.
He did a great job. But the over-under for this year's Star Spangled Banner, it was 90.5 when the line came out with FanDuel right out of the gate, but now it's gone down to 83.5 seconds.
It's my experience that it's my opinion that the more experienced artists usually stay true to form for the most part. Whereas the younger artists tend to kind of elaborate and have a little fun with it.
What do you think, Tomcat? More or less than 83.5 seconds for Reba?
More.
Memphis?
Yeah, I'm going to say more.
Ramo?
Definitely, I think right at about 83. Probably is that the time limit of the song? I guess is the question.
What
that
they're
I have.
saying
However
is,
long it take
is
her
it
to
going to
do
be?
it.
Is it going to be? Is she going to take longer than 83.5 seconds, or will she come in under 83.5 seconds?
I'll say under. I'll be the black sheep.
All right.
All right, I'm telling. I'm saying over because I just know why. I just know why I'm going over.
Why are you going over?
Because have you heard her sing?
She's great.
She is amazing, but
She
she
is.
likes to hold her notes because the way her voice is, like when she hit them notes right,
and the thing,
she be on it,
listen.
and no matter what song she want to be on point, and she'll go a little bit. I'm telling you, and being that this the Super Bowl, oh yeah, she's going over.
Yes, that
She's
all
going over.
Yep.
This song calls for a lot of held notes already, though.
Yeah, but I mean, I wish we knew who did it the fastest.
Oh, look.
Well, and is just that the average time is 83 and a half seconds.
I don't know.
I
guess we need to figure out what's
the line came out at the gate when it first came out. It was 90 and a half seconds, but I guess the action was going in on the under, so Vegas had to lower
Neil
that.
Diamond.
Yeah, 90's a long. Yeah, what is it?
Neil Diamond. That would be the longest. Damn.
How long was that one?
Shortest.
How long was
so
that?
the longest Super Bowl national anthem? Was Alicia Keys. Sorry. Super Bowl 47, she went for 2 minutes and 36 seconds. The shortest Super Bowl anthem was Neil Diamond, Super Bowl 21, and when he took only 1 minute and 2 seconds. So that's like 62 seconds.
Yeah.
It's right. Get to the action, baby.
And it would be another 20 seconds after that at least.
Okay, so that's plenty of time. That's a fair number. I'll go under 83.
I got another prop bet here for us. If we haven't had enough Taylor Swift with the Grammys and then the football, but she's got a lot of these prop bets out there on the internet. Will Travis Kelce propose to Taylor Swift on the field?
I hope not.
Ew.
I don't think there'll be a
I
that's
take
a
that
no.
bet he wouldn't do it.
No, he's not going to do that. That would be way too early. That's what I was talking about. If he were to propose at this point, it is way too early.
She's going to propose to him.
Way
on
too
top
early.
of that. It'd be hella lame on
She
top of that.
may go out there and pick him up after.
That would be
She'll make that.
Can you imagine her little skinny ass picking him up on
That'd be
live
fun.
TV? Like, holy shit, Taylor Swift, she's strong.
Oh, there it is.
Look at all.
Should we
cute
take
and
this somewhere
curly.
else?
Napoleon Dynamite. I love that movie.
And the haircut is a fade. Is from
He's probably
Black Man
crushing
First,
her.
not Travis
He's a big
Kelce.
ass dude, you know.
Those are shoulder pads.
Yeah.
All right, another
Still
prop
huge.
bet that's out there. Drake, I guess there's a Drake curse.
Drake curse.
The Drake curse, yeah.
I
What?
like it.
Explain that to me, Memphis. He wears a jersey before every game.
So Drake is a bandwagon. He's a nut hopper, man, because he bounces around.
He's a nut hopper.
He is.
How
he's
you
a
really
nut
feel,
hopper.
how you really feel, dog?
No, listen.
He's also light skinned. Isn't that mean he's kind of soft or no?
No, I know quite a few light skinned cats that are hard as hell. They will
Okay,
knock you
so
down.
that's
So
not
no, it ain't
rough.
that.
Don't-
It ain't that. Trust me.
Let's not go there.
What I'm saying, like with him, he'll put on a team that you know he ain't a fan of, but if that team is hot, like say for example, like college basketball is going on, and I think Purdue's back at number 1, right? No, Drake ain't no damn Purdue fan, but Drake will put
What the
will
fuck
put
is that?
Drake will put
What
on a
the fuck
Purdue.
is that?
He'll put on a Purdue jersey
It's a picture.
and fucking go to Instagram and talks like, go Boilermakers, whatever the fuck. Knowing damn well he ain't a fan.
So they
And then
always lose?
And then the team start
I'm a
fucking
fan.
up.
I bet hope not.
Yeah, yes he does. That's true.
Not
I'm
that I
telling
follow college basketball, but
it's any team. It could be pro, college. It's all the same.
I know that's hilarious. I
Yeah.
think that's funny.
Have we heard if anyone other than Usher is going to be performing at the halftime? Is it just
Probably bring
it's,
out Lil
no,
Jon.
it's Usher's show.
Yeah, he's got.
It's his
There's a
show.
couple people there.
No, it's Usher's show. His halftime show.
Wasn't there a country artist here?
Let me just say, I was looking on Instagram and they had like Ludacris and Sierra and some other people. They were in Vegas already saying they had lost Usher. So I'm kind of thinking that's a tease of who's going to be in that show. So you
Okay.
got
Well, yeah.
Ludacris, Sierra, Lil Jon, people like that.
Atlanta.
Well, you know he gonna play. He gonna play. Yeah.
Atlanta. Of
I
course.
hope they
Yeah, he
pull
gonna
out
do-
Outcast. That would be cool if they're going to rep
but he
Atlanta.
didn't do nothing with Outkast, so no, they couldn't
I
do
know,
it.
but
So it's
they should come out.
Jermaine
and do their
Dupri will
thing.
be there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the song, the popular, really, really popular songs where Usher was like a duet or like somebody was
Also,
in,
on that note, I saw Jermaine Dupri put out an Instagram post like way earlier this week, sitting there working on the music for this set. So he did all the music for this set.
He
Jermaine
probably
Dupri.
did.
he the one, you know, Jermaine Dupri is a huge part of Usher's success.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, JD definitely, he's the one putting everything together for him to do it. And I'm thinking that's how it worked. Usher got the word that he was going to do it. Usher called JD, hey, man, got the Super Bowl. I need to put the set together. So that's what JD was doing, what you saw.
Do it now.
I saw
Yeah.
Post Malone is going to be singing America the Beautiful.
For what?
I like Posty. You don't like Post Malone?
Hell no. Get his. They couldn't find nobody else.
Oh, come on, man. He's a good dude. I like Post Malone.
Man,
You're hating.
No.
It's the dry
maybe I am hating, but I don't like him. You'll never ever hear me say that again, America. You'll never hear me say that again because I ain't a hater. But I am hating this moment I am because I don't like his ass.
Well, I think that'll be interesting. Like,
I don't like
Post
that.
Malone singing
gotta
America
pee.
the Beautiful. That is interesting.
Like think about that.
I mean,
for a
he's
second.
got he has a great voice.
Why?
He didn't want to be
When?
a hip hop artist. He wants to be like a country artist and use hip hop to get to where he is right now. So
That's a terrible
fuck
picture of him.
He's a terrible looking person in
God
general.
dang, he looks like fucking Greta Thunberg right there.
How dare you?
He's a clown. He's a chode.
He came
I'm
to
a
town
fan
before.
of Post Malone.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't be. Your hair growing too
Man.
long like him. I don't know. I need to go to the barbershop.
You could use a face tattoo. Cover
I
up
don't know
that
after
face
that
here.
picture.
Damn.
All right,
Look
there
at
we
that.
go.
Look
He's
at that.
better there. He's better.
That's terrible.
Oh, he looks fine.
He's a talented
Good
guy.
looking dude.
Yeah,
He's very talented.
Subjective. As
He
Ramon
definitely looks more mature there.
This next guy we're going to talk about, I don't know how talented he is, but he's a good businessman, and he built $1 billion business with the WWF/WWE, Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon.
I gotta pee.
How far has he fallen? So far.
That sucks.
Vince McMahon, there's sex trafficking allegations now surrounding Vince McMahon. He has resigned his position, which he's getting older. He should resign anyways, just because he's getting old. But now he's forced to resign. This was brought to my attention by our producers, Jacob and Jordan. They showed me some threads of text messages.
What'd they show you, Gentry?
Do we need some Debbie Does Dallas background music?
Good Lord.
Pull up some of these text messages. I don't even know if
you
I
might
can.
need some music for that, man. You need to find you some good music for this.
I don't know if I can read these out loud.
Well, just put it up there.
I wouldn't.
Have Memphis read it.
It says,
I'm not able to
I
see
love it. That's you, Janelle. You just can't get enough, can you? In the future, it's going to be so bad that you'll demand to be effed twice a day and not just with blank in a three-way.
Wow.
Why not let others see this beautiful, voluptuous body? That's a good use of words there.
Nice, Vince.
Something about making her,
Did he just call her a thick bitch?
So I don't see a problem with this. Is this supposed to be somebody he's not supposed to be talking to like this?
Well, Janelle's definitely a black girl.
This one says you need your panties ripped off and 3 big black blanks in all 3 holes at the same time. Way up your hoo-ha, he says. And goes on about how thick it is, and he talks more. You gag and compel. What you just skipped over that text.
Yeah, go back. I'm getting turned on here.
You gag and convulse. Now this kind of creepy. You gag and convulse as those big black blanks pounded away. It sounds like he likes blacks on
That's
blonde.
what it sounds like.
Now
Like
this
big black
episode is going to
clowns.
get... Wait a minute. This episode is going to get yanked now. Stop reading. Don't read any more of this.
Stop saying that, because now you've opened it up for them to do that. Now we're completely screwed.
Well, you might as well keep going now.
Oh.
Yeah. Speaking of yanked.
I also heard there was one in here where he talks about dropping a deuce on a girl too.
Ew, that's nasty.
You guys never done that?
Hell no, that's gross. So do you wipe your ass?
That's called a blumpkin.
Over her, or do you go to the bathroom?
No, it's not. What?
So do you?
I don't know, dude. I've never done that before. I'm just fucking
you
with
probably
you
did
guys.
do some nasty
You're
shit
disgusting.
like that.
No way.
No, I'm not.
His wife would not let him do that.
Where, in Tennessee?
No.
Tennessee.
Arkansas.
Free.
They ain't having that kind of
Mr.
fun in
Continental
Tennessee.
United States over
they
here.
doing crazier shit in Tennessee. You better watch it now.
Don't be rude.
Oh my God, these guys are great.
shit.
I love you guys. You're fun.
Yeah, well, Billy goes from being a billionaire and being powerful. I guess that money gets to your head, and you feel like you can say whatever you want to these women.
Yeah.
Well, did he know her? I mean, I guess if that's your lady, I think all that's fine.
Well, Vince McMahon was married though, but he was married. He's been married to Linda McMahon.
Well, what about there's some kind of charges? They're saying sex trafficking allegations. That's pretty.
Boy, you don't want that. You don't want that stank on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Good luck for that. Good luck with all that.
We'll keep our eye on the story, but man, bad news for Vince McMahon.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Oh boy.
Our news today is being brought to you by Liquid IV. We stay hydrated here at the Outcast Podcast.
Oh shit!
Nice.
The Outcast Podcast stays hydrated thanks to Liquid IV. They got all kinds of flavors. They even have a sugar-free, 3 times the hydration of your typical sports drinks.
I love it.
You get vitamins, you get nutrients. It tastes great. And whenever you stay hydrated, it's good for your skin, it's good for your mood, it's good for your gut. So please drink Liquid IV, and at checkout, use our promo code OUTCAST and save a bunch of money. Go ahead, Tomcat. What's in the news?
All right, this is the news. It is February 7th, 2024, which means it's National Send a Card to a Friend Day. So send your buddy a card. Probably won't get there for a couple days, so then it'll be there on the wrong day, but that's neither here nor there. It's National Signing Day. So today, high school football players are eligible to commit to their college of their choice today.
Yeah.
That's dope.
National Signing Day.
That's a great day in your life.
It really is.
National Hug an Addict or Alcoholic Day, and that's me. But
So
save
we'll
your.
give you a hug
Yep, I'm
later.
going
I
on
got
12 years of recovery.
Hugs, man. Hugs
Yeah,
and kisses,
I'll give you a
brother.
hug later, brother.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
100%.
National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day, National Fettuccine Alfredo Day, National Girls and Women's Sports Day.
Cool.
So I'm guessing that National Dudes and Girls and Women's Sports Day is tomorrow.
I
Just
hope
kidding.
so.
On this day in history, 1940, the animated film Pinocchio was released on this day. 1964, British invasion launched with the Beatles. That's when the Beatles arrived in the U.S.
LSD.
1964. 2013, Mississippi became the last U.S. state to officially abolish slavery.
Yeah.
It had ratified the 13th Amendment in 1995, but failed to submit the necessary paperwork. That's crazy. 2019 baseball player and manager Frank Robinson, who was the first black manager in the Major League Baseball player, died at 82. Today's birthday, actor James Spader turns 63. Singer Garth Brooks turns 62. Fun fact, Garth is actually his middle name, if you didn't know that.
Garth.
You
decided to go by. So what's his first name?
Darth?
I don't know. I don't know that.
Darth.
Comedian Chris Rock turns 59. Fun fact, voiced the character Kitty in the last 3 Paw Patrol movies. Actor Ashton Kutcher turns 46. Fun fact, he's a prick. No, I'm just kidding. Fun fact, he's hosted SNL 4 times.
Ouch.
Boom. The news. Get into the news. King Charles has been diagnosed with a form of cancer,
What was that?
says Buckingham Palace.
He's been diagnosed.
Oh.
He has been diagnosed. His type of cancer hasn't been revealed at all.
Oh, look at those fingers.
Yep.
Is that Boss Hog?
So his family will be helping out with the royal duties in the meantime.
Royal duties?
The duties.
Didn't Ramos say he had to take a royal duty?
No, I gotta pee.
Oh,
This
pee.
next story
from
is
drinking all that liquid IV, man. It's so good.
This next story is all the bizarre and dangerous ways people are using Apple's Vision Pro. And I gave the guys in the back some video of this. I guess people have been spotted all around the country. Have you seen these things? Apple
What is
Vision
that?
Pro?
Not
Apple
yet.
released these new goggles. They go on your head and is a visual user experience. You can see through these goggles, but your user interface is right in front of your face. And you activate it. There they are there. If you're listening online, I'll explain it. You activate it by looking with your eyes. You can see all the apps, and as whatever you look at, it goes to that app. And then you use your hands-free, to like scroll and do other shit. People have been spotted wearing them in the gym, driving in cars wearing these things, at basketball games.
This guy's like playing while he's at the game.
Yeah, basically you can you have all your shit from your computer in front of you on these in these goggles. It's pretty
I don't
crazy.
like it.
It's pretty
I don't
crazy.
like it.
Not when you're driving.
Especially that.
The Kremlin confirms Putin gave an interview to ex-Fox News host Tucker Carlson.
Putin.
Of course he did.
He has a new interview coming out with Putin. The last person to interview Putin on the U.S. media was CNBC's Hallie Gamble, which was in 2021.
Oh, that's not too long ago.
Yep. Some violent illegal immigrants who were involved in this crazy assault over the weekend. Everybody's been watching on the NYPD officers. They basically were kicking the shit out of these 2 NYPD officers. They were arrested in New York, and then they were basically just let right out on no bail. And then this is them getting out on no bail and flipping the cameras off.
2 more arrests, illegal immigrants, and that attack on officers. Those suspects also allegedly stole an officer's cell phone. Well, that'll help them track you down. So a 5th illegal immigrant accused of attacking 2 New York City police officers over the weekend showed no remorse or regret. He was seen, as you can see, giving his 2 middle fingers to the cameras moments
This
after
is Fox News.
This is Fox News, because I'm thinking, how do
I've
they know
never
they're
seen
illegal?
that.
I'm like, how do
I've
they know
watched a
they're
lot of
illegal
news, and I
immigrants?
have not seen that once.
What? The cop getting beat up?
No, I saw that.
Oh.
But I never saw this
Them
video of these,
flipping them.
doing all this shit.
They ended up arresting him anyways.
So they're probably still in jail, and this video's made up.
Yeah, because that don't seem
That's
right.
some
That don't
Fox
seem
shit.
right. Yeah,
Pablo Escobar's huge herd of hippos are terrorizing 30 years after his death. So he had 3 hippos left in his zoo, his personal zoo. They've since multiplied to 200 hippos in a decade since.
That's awesome.
They're eating people, destroying the ecosystem.
That's not awesome.
And they're trying to figure out how to get rid of these hippos. They're trying to figure out how to kill them.
And where's this out of here?
In Brazil.
Yeah.
Brazil.
No, Colombia. Sorry, Colombia.
Give them cocaine. They'll die of a heart attack.
No, you do not give a hippo cocaine.
My last video is from a guy who drove his truck through the surf here in Florida, this Volusia County, Florida.
Florida, man.
He was trying to go surfing. They had the beach blocked off. He said, screw it. And he busted through the barricades. When the cops got him, he said, it's not my fault. The truck don't surf. Those are his actual words. There
Look
he
at
is.
that. Florida, man.
There he is, man. That truck is.
He's trying to get his insurance claim on
Is
that
that your truck,
motherfucker.
Gentry?
It looks just like my
It
truck.
does. Look, wait a minute.
Yeah, we gotta look out
White
there.
Ram. That's a big horn there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Florida, man. Look at that.
That's what she
He's
said.
still going, man. Look at that. What is he thinking? What is he trying to do?
Kind of caught a wave there.
What's he trying to
A
do?
little bit.
He was wanting to go surfing, and they had the beach blocked off because apparently the surf was coming up too high. As you can see, it's all the way up the beach.
Yeah, it's
so
hella choppy
he
out
busted through and went driving in the water.
Did he
And now he doesn't have a car.
Did he get out?
There you
He's
go.
still
Oh,
driving.
I think he does.
Well, wait a minute. Look, this
But
is
he got arrested. Oh, he's riding out, man.
Now he's going deeper.
Dang.
This guy's got some balls with
Oh,
that
this
big
might
horn.
be it here.
Take him, Waves.
Yeah, I don't know
Get him.
that it's going to make
Get
it
him.
much further than that.
I found out Garth Brooks' real first name.
What is it?
This guy was on Bath Salts.
Troil.
Shit.
Troil Garth Brooks.
Oh, here's the guy right here.
that's
Check
the
this
dude?
guy out. Yeah, he looks like he's on bath salts too. Now, I thought Garth was a bad name, but Troil, way worse. So I'd have gone with Garth too.
Yeah, totally.
What's going on with this
Listen
guy?
to him, listen to him.
I can't hear anything.
You heard him?
Yeah, it ain't my fault the truck don't surf.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be driving on the beach when the gates are all closed.
Yeah, you dumbass.
Thought you're in England? You're not in England.
He ain't from Florida, dude. He's from New York.
You're not in England anymore.
Of course he is.
Well, he in Florida. He did it in Florida, so he's that is a Florida
He's
man.
gonna be in
shit.
Florida
so
jail.
he is an abducted Florida man now.
He's thinking about moving here. He
Well,
is for the next 6 months.
Yeah, at least.
I can't believe I got
At
through
least
all of
6
it.
months.
Good job.
Big Super Bowl this weekend. Big bowls in Las Vegas. Vegas, baby. Good
Yeah.
luck to Tomcat and to Memphis.
Thank you very much.
Only one man can win the $250 prize. And we'll discuss that coming up on next week's show. Also, Valentine's Day is coming up soon. Don't forget to get your old lady, your significant other, something on Valentine's Day. They'll tell you, you don't have to get me anything.
Bullshit. Don't fall in that trap.
Do not fall in that trap, because they will destroy you. That is one thing I'll agree with Shaq on.
Just don't tell him your emotions.
Yeah. Don't tell them any emotions, and make sure if they say don't get me something.
You do it anyway.
still
Get
do
him
it.
something. You do the opposite and get him something. Don't fall in that trap, Jack.
Yeah.
We've tried to give you a good show today. We'd like to thank our producers, technical producers, Jacob and Jordan back in the truck.
you, thank
Also,
you.
thanks to our black man, brown man, and white man. And that's it. Outcast Podcast. We gone. We'll see you next week.
I gotta pee.
Holla.
Weak bladder.
No,
Low testosterone.
prostate.
You gotta take
You'll
a
get
shit,
there,
really.
fucker.
You just gotta take a shit to say you gotta take one to do something.
No,
Number three,
I
you
shit
got number
before I
three?
came here.